Hey, what's up? Welcome to the first episode of UX and UI design series. Throughout this series, we will be trying to design some UX and UI for websites. So I'll walk you through everything. So the first thing I want to say, the source code for all this project will be available in this GitHub repository. You can download it. And in case if you don't know what is GitHub, I am working on a GitHub course for Udemy. I'll add that link whenever it will get ready. Also, one more thing I want to share with you guys, the graphics and photos will not be available for the projects. In case you guys have your own graphics, that's okay. Or in case if you guys want my graphics, then you can just get it from this Fiverr account. It's just $5, I think. Not only the graphics, you will get the whole website with source code and graphics, all of that. So this is the design we will be building in this video. This is the first episode and we will be designing this. So this is a normal landing page, you can say. And here we have a great background. I think it's great. And then we have this WhatsApp section, which is kind of great. I mean, I really like it, and that's because of this button. It's kind of a take you to the WhatsApp group. So yeah, that's clearly great. But we'll explore that in this video. So stay with me for that. And we have this about section with this great image, and this is the doctor's name. And then we have this parallax effect, as you can say, with this title and paragraph, and then we have this little cursor in it. After that we have this tab with our history and article, and yeah, it's totally great. I mean, it's feeling great to use it. And we also have this model section. It's pretty much cool. And this contact, we also have model here as well, with this Google map integration. We'll close it. And the next thing I want to show, yeah, we have a little footer here with my name and all, and you can say this is the under development section, and if we have it, it's a contact section. That's great. And this is our about section. So yeah, it's totally normal site. In case if you guys are looking for the call to action button, that this contact is the call to action button, you can say, or we have this order medicine button as a call to action button. You can choose whatever you want to choose. So yeah, this is the design we'll be building throughout this video, and this is in the first video. But again, the source code will be available for this project, but you will not get the graphics for it. So in case if you guys are looking for the graphics, you guys can take it from the Fiverr gigs, and that's only $5. You will get all the source code, graphics, and the whole websites. I think I just created this account. I don't know why, but yeah, you guys can fucking get it. So yeah, I'll leave that to you guys. Again, this video is not a tutorial series. It's just a walkthrough tutorial, you can say, and we'll be using HTML, CSS, and Materialize CSS to design this, and I'll just walk you through and show you how did I design it, so that you can just get an understanding of the project and you can make it by yourself. And yeah, that's it. You guys, if you want to see more this types of video, just let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see the upcoming design session as well. So yeah, we'll be designing some cool stuff in upcoming videos. I have some chosen design for you guys, so I'll come up with that. So yeah, let's just get started. So this is our starter file, and we'll start working with the navbar first. So for that, I'll just create a div. Okay, let's just use the dot navbar, and it will be a fixed navbar. So yeah. Then we will use the tag nav, and we will think about the class name later, and role, okay, we'll come to that. But before that, let's just use this division with class name nav wrapper, and don't forget the container. Yes. Then inside that we will give it a logo, and we'll change this name to mi. So this code is from my repository, and you can just download it from the master branch. I've told you that before. So yeah, let's just go and give it a try. So after that, we'll use the unordered list. So as you can see, this is the logo actually we are using, and the ID is logo container, and the class is brand logo. And for the unordered list, it's right side on the panel, and it's high, down, medium, and down. Also, you are getting this li section with this anchor tag with ID. We'll create this ID later on this video, but let's just focus on this right now. And after this, one thing we have to create inside this division, and that is the mobile view. I mean the mobile menu we are going to use. I'll copy that also. And this is the mobile menu. So now the division is kind of ready, but one thing we have to do here, that is we have to give the sidebar menu to get the responsive view on mobile. So for that we'll use another UL tag, and here it is. Now if I save this and open this in a live server, open with live server. So let me show you. As you can see, it's looking not best design yet, but yeah, it's working perfectly. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, it's looking good, and we'll change these colors and all. And if I check out the, what can I say, responsive version, okay, so it's not ready yet. We'll work on it. So why it's not working, yeah, we'll see that in a minute. So now we are kind of done with an amber design, but the thing we have to do, we have to activate this sidebar. And to activate this, we will be, okay, let me just dismiss this. We'll be using this script section, and for that you can just prefer Materialize documentation, and that what you should actually prefer. So let me just make it little, and if we go to the sidebar in JavaScript, side nav, my mistake, and initialization, we will use this check query tag, and you can just copy this, and yeah, it's done. And next, inside here we'll paste it, and let's save this, and let's check out if it's working or not. Yeah, so yeah, it's perfectly working. As you can see, the links are working here also, but we'll check out that later. We'll create this, but yeah, right now it's working, but we'll change the color to our favorite color. And right now the color I'll be using is cyan, I think that's the pronunciation, though I'm not sure about it. Let me know. Yeah, let's use this color, and if I set this, boom, we have the color has changed. And I'll give it a roll of navigation, and let's save this. So as you can see that it's a fixed neighbor with the cyan darken faux color, and we are using a navbar wrapper to wrap the whole content of navbar. And this is the logo container with the brand logo, which is MedMe, MEDMI. So it sounds like Redmi, though I don't give a shit about that. Next, you can see we have this what is this navbar, but it's the nav link, I think. Yeah, nav link, and it's in a li tag under the unordered list. It will get hide on medium section and down section, and also as you can see it's on the right side of the panel. And then we have this anchor tag with the icon, which we will see when we will be in mobile view. And we have this tree, same nav link for the mobile view as well. So that's all about navbar, and we are done with the navbar. Next we'll see how we can design our hero BG. So let's do that. So let me just copy the code, and I'll tell you what is it. So as you can see, this is the index banner, and that's the banner, I think. And with the row, it's a parallax, you can say, but I am using it as a background. So yeah, and we have this headings with description. Also we are using this row center button here, and with this image. And this is not the image actually I am using here. I am using this overlay ID for the image, and I'll save this for, and to pair it I'll go to the CSS style.css. Well, you can use this image also, but I prefer to use this one. So for that, let me just grab the CSS, and this is a design of overlay ID. Let me just tell you what is this. I'm not going to explain all of this to you because it's not a beginner course of CSS and HTML. It's just a design course. Design tutorial. I'm showing you how you can design this great landing page. So as you can see, this is the background image I'm using with the URL tag, and also this background attachment is fixed. So if I save this and visit my page, so yeah, that's how it's looking right now. But this we have to change this color, so let's add CSS for it, and overlay, paste it the brand logo, but it will actually change this one. And for the header, I will add this one. Okay, just let me make it more proper. I think it's already here. Yeah, let me just organize things a little bit so that it looks good, professional, I think. Yeah, let's save this, and let's check out. Yeah, so as you can see, the color has changed. It's kind of greenish, but not totally light green. But yeah, that's the color actually I was trying to achieve, and I got that. So now we'll change the color of the paragraph. So let's copy the CSS for it, and this is the header para, the color. I'll save it, and now as you can see, we are getting a great looking background and a great looking website. So if I can make it so now, that's totally, and if I, as you can see, it's looking, and it's totally responsive. As you guys can see, it's looking great and it's totally responsive. So now next, let's see what we have to work with. We are done with the BG, hero BG, I mean the background and the Napa. Next we'll work with the WhatsApp section. So that's a kind of a tricky section. I want to give you guys a little tips here. So I'm using this website so that I can take the customers to the WhatsApp, and for that I'll just copy the link and paste it and I'll explain it to you. So yeah, now let me tell you what it's doing here, but before that let me just save this and let me show you the, okay, so we got a design break here I think, and we'll fix it in a minute. But yeah, before that let's just understand what it's doing here. So as you can see, it's a container, and then we have this section with the class, and then we have this division with the class section, and after that we have another division with row, class row and ID about, and inside that we have a column with a small 12 and medium 6 grid. Then we have this icon block. So inside that I'm just using this whatsapp.png image. Then I gave this image a class of responsive and circle, and j depth 1, that's for the shadow. This is the shadow it's giving for the depth 1, and you are getting this circle and responsive image. And after that we have this column with small 12 and medium 6 with this about text class. We will make the CSS for it in a second, but before that just let me tell you what it's doing here. So as you can see, again we have this cart content and this icon block. Inside that we have this cart title, and it's though I'm not using cart here, so I'll remove it. I forgot to remove it. Actually I'm not using cart here. I don't want to use cart actually here. So let's save it. Then we have this little h5 tag with a heading. Then we have a paragraph with a class about, and after that a ordered list with a list with two lists. Then we have this anchor tag, and they both are actually buttons, but if you see we are seeing only one button I think. Yeah, okay, sorry. We are getting only one button here. Let me just make it a little for you. Yeah, we are getting only one button here, but if I make the view medium, then we have this, as you can see, two buttons here, and for the large one also we have two buttons. So yeah, but the thing we will just work on this responsive section for now. So let's see how we can work on it. So now I will add CSS for this WhatsApp section, and let me just copy that and I'll explain that to you. So as you can see, I just copied 3 text here, and one is for the responsive with maximum width of 100% and height auto. Then I have this about class with font weight lighter and font family Apple system, though I am not sure what the fuck that is. And then this about text class with margin top of 50 pixels. So let's save this and let's check out how it's looking. And as you can see, now it's totally responsive, the image, and it's working perfectly. And if I show you the desktop mode, then you can see, yeah, it's working totally okay, and it's cool. Yeah, so next what we have, let's see. Then we have this about section. Let me copy the code again because I don't want to write code again, because I have written this and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So it's a little about section, so there's nothing new here, but still I'll explain that to you. Again we have a container, and inside that we have a section and a row with ID about, and then we have a class with column of small 12 and medium 6, and after that we have a class with column small 12 and medium 6, and inside both of them we have first one we have this about text and this kind of paragraph, and then in this column we have this responsive and circle image. So yeah, that's it, and it should work properly. Now I'll save it. Let's see if it is working. So yeah, we have this about section. It's also responsive and it's also working perfectly because we have added that responsive section in CSS before. So now let's see what we can do. So next we have this doctor section. We will add this doctor. So let's see how we can do that. And I'll just copy the code again because I really don't want to write it actually spent the entire day to write it. If I paste it here, and yep. So actually I'm not using any container here, it's a row. Inside this row I have a column with a small 12 and medium 6. Then I have this container inside that column, and then again I have a card, and for that card I have a column and a two columns actually, one, and both are with a small 12 and medium 4. Okay, I think okay, no, medium 4 and large 4, and another one is medium 6 large 6 with the ID and image and all that stuff like doctor name, and the same with this one. If I save it and show you, you will understand it. And as you can see, this is the section actually we are getting from here, and with this book appointment button of course. So if I make it a little big for you, as you can see, this is how it's looking on the medium, and for the large one, yeah, that's how it will look. I can't take full of it, I think. No, I think I can. Okay, so that's how it will be looking on the large screen. So we'll prefer to keep it on small right now. I don't have that much space. So yeah, that's how it's looking right now. So next we have, okay, so that's all. That's the first row, then column. Make sure you are not using another container here, because it will make it more little and you will not get enough space to showcase the doctors. So yeah, and make sure these are all perfect, because we are using two columns here, and inside this column we are using a container row and column again, and there are two columns, and same with this one. So now let's start with the parallax effect and we'll work on it. So let me just copy the parallax effect. Yeah, so as you can see, we have a division with the parallax container, and after that we have the image for the parallax. Yep, and inside that parallax we have a container again with a title h4, and you can call it heading. Of course it is heading with this class of brand logo and white text. That's how we actually color our text in Materialize CSS. If you in case don't know what is Materialize CSS, make sure you are checking out my Materialize CSS tutorial series with React. I explained it a little bit there as well. So yeah, just, and you can just check out the Materialize CSS documentation also. So yeah, this is the division with the paragraph, and I just use this BR tag to separate them. And also this division is inside a, this is a division with class container, and we have it here. And after that we have a row with called S12, that is column with a small 12, and I'm using this cursor, and of course this image. And if I set this, so yeah, we got an error, and that is we have to add the jQuery for it, and for we can get it inside Materialize documentation, and it's actually Parallax. So inside JavaScript, if you check out this Parallax, you can see this is the initialization. You can copy it and just copy it, and if I say this now, and yeah, but I'm having a problem with the image, so I have to check that out. Okay, I think the problem is with this image. Okay, sorry. So yeah, let's check out. This is no, not this one. I have another image for it, and that's for that parallax.png. Yep. So if I change it, and I'll save it. Now here we have this, little parallax effect, but I just want to see the image cursor in it also. So let's see what's the problem here. And to see this cursor, we have to add JavaScript for that cursor, I mean jQuery. So let's see if I can get that from the documentation, and of course you'll get that from documentation if you click on this cursor. And yeah, initialization, you can just copy this. Okay, let's copy it, and yeah, let's just paste it, and we'll paste it here, and we'll save this. And if I show you, okay, let me just make it a little small, and as you can see, we have this small little cursor. It's really looking great right now. I don't know why I'm in love with this. Okay, so next what we will see, that is the, let's see, we have the to-do list for it. Okay, now we have tab, and if I copy it, paste it here, and just let me tell you what's happening here. It's a big section, and I really gave it lots of time to write this. So yeah, let me just explain this to you. So before that, let me just show you how is it looking. And if I save this, I have a JavaScript before, but let's see how is it looking. We'll add the jQuery, but yeah, right now it's looking like this, but we have to do something because yeah, there are some problems, and that's because of the jQuery. We'll add it now. So for that, let's just go to the documentation, and inside documentation we'll find inside JavaScript tabs, and let's just initialize it with this tabs, copy it, and we'll paste it here, and let's save this and check out if it's working or not. So yeah, it's working, but we have some problem with the colors, and we'll fix it. But before that, let me tell you how is it happening. And if I show you, just let me close this. Yeah, so it's starting from here, and first we have a container. Okay, let's just close it. It will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so first we have a container, and as you can see, it's starting here and ending here, and then we have a row. I'll keep it a little bit here so it will be more easy for you to understand. Yeah, let's just make it organized. Then we have this column with a small 12, and inside that we have tabs, and as you can see, we have two tabs here. One is our article, another one is our history. You can just copy this from the Materialize documentation. There is nothing new in it, and it's just written there, so you will not get any problem. You can copy it from my GitHub repository as well. So I'd say just go for the documentation. It will be more easy for you even. So then we have two section here, and if I show you the page, and as you can see, we have two section. One is our article, another one is our history. This is the history we are getting here, and this is the article we are getting here. Now article is just like nothing but blog. So if I show you, so yeah, inside blog we have again a column with a small 12, and a row with small 12 and medium 4, because it will take a division of 4 in medium size. If I show you, as you can see, it's automatically gets changed. It's totally responsive. It depends on what device you are using. This is the column with a small 12 and medium 4, and then we have a card and a card image, and also card content and card action, and these are all written in documentation. You don't have to work so hard for this. It's all in documentation. You can just go to the Materialize documentation and find out tabs. If you find out tabs, okay, so I was showing you card before that. So if you can go to components, and inside components we have card. So here these are all written inside card. If you want to use a card with image, you can use that also. Image with icon, you can use it as well. So it's a large icon, so it's all up to you, whatever you want to go with. And if you want to add this in a tab, to add it, if you can come to this tab, we have all this written here. You can just grab those tab and put it inside this row, columns, and whatever you want to go with. Right now they are using this test1 test2 because of the demonstration purpose. You can go whatever you want to go with. So yeah, so yeah, same with this one, same cut. This is for the blog. Right now I'm just showing 3 blogs here. So if I close it, it's pretty much simple. If you understand HTML, CSS, these are the basic things you have to go with. So these are all pretty much simple. Then we have this ID with test2, and if you can see, we have a, okay, let me just show you how is it looking right now. So yeah, our history. First we have this little section here with a button, and then we have this no more our history, and this little paragraph also. So if I show you, as you can see, we are using a card here again with a small 12 and medium 4, and inside this card we have this asset.image, asset/image.jpg. that's, it's just the image. Then we have this card action button for the read more option, and again we are using another column with a small 12 and medium 8, and there we are using this headings and paragraphs. So yeah, that's it. And if I show you here, as you can see, inside this li class we have active for here, but in this class we haven't any active things. So that means whenever you will refresh your page, you will get this active our history thing as a active tab. So if I show you right now, yeah, this is taking 8 and this is taking 4 as you can see. And if I refresh it, you can see we are here. If I come here and refresh it again, you can see we are here, and that's for the active class. So that's pretty much simple. I know it's pretty much simple for you, but the thing we want to work with right now is this color. So I have written the color for it, and I'll just copy that from the CSS file. So let me just go to my repository and find it, and it's actually here. Yeah, got it. Let's copy it and I'll paste it here, and I'll save this. If I show you how is it looking right now, as you can see the color has changed here. So let me just show you again. Let me just close this and inside style. So this is the background color for the tabs, and whenever it's on the focus and active, the background color is transparent. So that means whenever we are clicking, we are getting a different color, as you can see, but the background color is actually transparent. So yeah, next what we have, let's see. If I close it, we have two models. Okay, let's just close them first because we are done with the design kind of and now we'll go with the models. So let's see how we can work with the models. It's actually lots of things here. I'll close it. Yeah, so next let's see how we can add contact model, and for that I'll just go to my repository, and as you can see we have a model here with id contact and model class also. So yeah, it's with contact us and the paragraph and some row with column, with division and column and with icons, and this is the Google Maps actually, but I'm hiding it on small device. So if you want, you can work with it, you can go with it, but I just want to hide it. So let me just save this, and if I go to the contact model here, okay, we have to initialize it first. Sorry, my mistake. And for that we will go to Materialize documentation, and if I click on this JavaScript, there should be a models. Yep, here we have it, and we'll take the initialization, and that's it. And if I copy this and we'll paste it here, let's save this. Let's check out how's it looking, and if I refresh the page, and as you can see it's working perfectly, but I want to change this background color. It's also this close option. So yeah, but if I make it a little small, it will it should remove this thing, and as you can see we don't have the map anymore. So yeah, this is the design actually I wanted to make, and it's ready I think. And let's just change the color and CSS, and for the model we will give it the background color of the color actually we are using. That's fine. And if I show you now, as you can see we have a nice little greenish color here, and it's totally matching here. So yeah, I think the design is kind of ready right now. If you see this, yeah, it's working perfectly as well. Yeah, fine, it's great, it's looking really great. And if you check out this order medicine button, you can click on it. It will let you to join the WhatsApp group, and the way it's doing, let me show you how is it happening. So if I take you to my where was it, and it was in WhatsApp tag, and here just give the anchor tag for the group, just put the group link here, and it will take you to the group. So yeah, that's pretty much easy. But for the model I want to show you one more thing, and that is, if in this hero background I am using this model trigger, this one, this is pretty much important because that's what will trigger your model. If I remove this, let me just remove it and save it. Let me show you. As you can see it's not working, but if I put it here again and save this, you can see it's working. So make sure you are using this model trigger whenever you want to use the model in the Materialize CSS. So these are all actually in the documentation. Make sure you are checking out the documentation for this. And we are done with the contact model, and we have only one model here, that is under development model. I'll just add it quickly because there's nothing important here. I just want to keep it as a little I don't know why I kept it. So let's just put it, and here It's just saying that this section is under development, and that's another model. If I show you like this book appointment, its section is under development. If sometimes if you are working on some section and if you want to give this types of message, you can use these models to do that, and these are pretty much handy whenever we are working on new features or anything. So yeah, that's cool. And make sure you are using model trigger for it as well, whatever button you are trying to use for that. And actually, if I show you inside this doctor, we have this underdev href in book appointment for both of them, because that's the ID actually we are using. And if I show you, you can see the model trigger here as well. So make sure you are using the ID and the model trigger, both of them, and for doctor, for contact model, and for under development, whatever you are using, just and you will find all of these inside documentation. So again, this tutorial is not for the basics of the HTML and CSS. This is for the Materialize CSS. This is just the design I want to walk you through, and it's just the walkthrough tutorial, you can say. Now I'll just quickly copy the footer section. There's nothing new in it, so yeah, let's just quickly copy it, and here it is, footer. It's just using the default footer from the Materialize CSS. If I save this and show you, and here we go. This is the copyright, and this is developed by Jit Mukherjee, my name. So this is the design we just covered in this video, and we did see how we can design these types of website, and you can say UI or UX. And I hope you enjoyed this. It's totally responsive. In case if you want to know, you can check out. It's totally responsive. Okay, let me just show you. If I press Ctrl+Shift+I, and as you can see, it's totally responsive. It's fully responsive. Make sure you are liking this video if you're enjoying this, and let me know in the comment section if you guys have any suggestion for me, or if you guys need any designing session. You can let me know what types of tutorial you guys want to see. I'll make that for you guys. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you enjoyed this, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for this types of content, and I'll surely see you next time. Bye. Have a great day.